Hey, so how's it going? Are you there?
So, remember last year when I told you that I really hated my job and I wanted to move to the city and become an actor?
Yeah.
And no one thought it was a good idea and I should just stick to what I know. But then we went out for drinks and you convinced me that it was a great idea and I should totally go for it.
Right. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
Told me to follow my dreams and I'd definitely get work out here. You're an idiot, Julie.
I know.
I mean, why? Why did I believe you?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we had a lot of wine and it seemed like a good idea at the time. Like, it happens all the times in the movies. So, like, I thought.
Yeah, no, that's the problem, Julie. You did not think about it.
Well, how was I supposed to know this was going to happen? Like, no one could have seen this coming.
Actually, a lot of people saw this coming, and the problem is nothing was done about it.
Okay, don't yell at me. I'm not Boris Johnson.
I know, sorry. I'm just a bit on edge right now.
I mean, of course, sure.
It doesn't help that there's no Blue Roll. I've been using Metro newspaper for a week and a half now.
If that's your biggest problem, I'd say you're doing pretty well.
It is nice to have something to read on the toilet.
I'm sure.
I mean, I guess it could be worse, but everyone's been panic buying random stuff from the supermarkets. We've been living off ramen and tiramisu.
Wow, that must be so stressful. I'm sorry.
And the theatre collective's breaking up.
You've got to stop calling it a collective.
We all run and we all contribute equally.
All you do is dress up like Cher and hand out flyers.
Yeah, that's my contribution.
So you can ask me how I'm doing?
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot to,
Yes.
yeah, that. Awkward. So, how's it going with you?
Not great.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, you can't. A&E is packed with people who sneezed once and think they have COVID, and people who actually thought drinking bleach would cure it.
Wait, that doesn't work.
Absolutely not. Do not even joke.
Sorry.
And we have to wear these like hazmat suits all day, and the windows don't open, so everyone is drowning in sweat.
Ew.
And yesterday, some random man came running into the hospital and started spitting at us and licking everything.
Oh my god.
I know, who does that?
Selfish people?
Yeah. All right, so what have you actually called me for?
What are you talking about?
Well, you haven't spoken to me in 2 months, and now you're suddenly so keen to have a chat.
Yeah.
I have had 3 calls like this in the past week, and every time somebody wants something, so what is it?
Well, now you mention it.
It better not be money.
No, of course not. I mean, is money even a thing anymore?
Fine, so what is it?
Okay, so I need a favor.
Right?
Where were you last Wednesday?
I was here. Where else would I be?
You were in the apartment.
Yes.
All day.
Where am I going to go?
Great, good. So you wouldn't mind saying that you saw me?
That I saw you?
Yeah, like we were on Skype or something. If someone asks, you could tell them that you definitely saw me last Wednesday between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m.
And what kind of people would ask that?
Curious people. People that are curious. If it happens to come up in conversation, you could just slip that in, right? If someone happens to knock on your door in the next few days, you could say that.
You've not done anything too drastic, have you? Samantha. Don't act like your screen is frozen. I'm not falling for that again.
Well,
Oh, God.
it's not that bad.
Don't tell me that nothing good ever happens after that sentence.
This is why I wasn't going to tell you. I knew you'd freak out like this.
I am not freaking out. Should I be freaking out?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, it's only just been reported on the news,
It was on the news? What the fuck, Samantha?
honestly, it's all a massive misunderstanding. Once I explain it, it'll all make sense.
Don't tell me.
Okay, so me and the collective go together and we're all trying to come up with ways that we could maybe raise some money and just to keep things going. So we all took the van and went for a drive.
And?
This is where it gets complicated.
Okay,
So we were driving around, and then Dave came up with this great idea, like, why don't we start doing this immersive guerrilla theatre type thing? Just show up somewhere, do some theatre, and then drive off again. Brilliant. No one else is doing that right now. People will love it.
That doesn't sound brilliant. Like, if I was out somewhere and some random people started doing theatre at me, I'd be really annoyed.
Yeah, okay, thinking back on it now, it wasn't the best idea, but it was what we had at the time. So anyway, we're driving around, and then we drive past a post office, and Dave says, and just to be clear, this was all Dave's idea in the first place. Dave says, we've still got some costumes and props in the back. Why don't we get some practice in now and see how it goes?
A great plan.
So we opened the back, and we still got all the props from the theatre and education piece we did a few months ago.
Was that the really cheesy one about the inner city?
And the thought-provoking and inspiring piece exploring the issues young people face in the inner city, yeah.
Didn't you use, like, ketchup packets for blood or something?
Working with a limited budget, but that's not the point. So we grabbed the props, and we headed inside, and...
Wait, what props are we talking about?
Just these little plasticky toy gun things.
Guns?
Obviously, toy guns. No one could really believe they were real.
I do not like where this is going.
Bear with me. It'll all make sense in the end. So we go inside, and there are a lot more people there than we thought there were going to be there. So there was quite a lot of time spent waiting in the queue.
You queued? Why would you queue?
Only for about 20 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
Okay, so what happened after you got to the front of the queue?
Well, Dave said a few words to the post office person and handed him a bag, and then the post office person filled the bag and gave it back to us, and then we sort of left.
And what did the post office person fill the bag with?
Money.
So you robbed a post office?
No. It was an immersive theatre project in which we acted out robbing a post office.
And do you think that's going to hold up in court?
I mean, it's not my only strategy.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but this might actually be the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Well, I mean, technically, I didn't do anything. I just stood there, really. It was Dave who was the mastermind behind the whole thing. If anything, the rest of us were tricked into it.
Please tell me you at least wore a mask.
Of course we wore masks. There's a pandemic on. We're not idiots.
Not my main concern, but okay.
But it'll be fine, right? I mean, no one saw us. I don't think anyone would recognize us, so I think we got away with it, right?
The van you were driving. Do you mean the one with the name of the theatre company painted on the side?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, no, we're screwed.
Really are.
Why aren't you being supportive?
I am being supportive. I completely agree. You are completely and totally screwed. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Gonna get that?
Nope. Oh, shit.